I remember once one of my surgeon clients telling me, well, I should be able to clean my own house. And I said, well, okay, by the way you're thinking, I should be able to fix my own car, right? I can go to the library, get a book, but it would take me 5 times longer. No, not 5 times, 50 times longer to try to fix my car than to take it to the mechanic who does it for a living and is an expert. So why, as a surgeon, are you spending your time scrubbing toilets when there's somebody else in the world who could use that income as an expert at it, probably better at it than you, believe it or not, perfect surgeon. And so thinking about it in those terms. And I think the second point about why physicians sometimes have a hard time getting stuff done at home really connects to things that you and I have both touched on. And that's perfectionism, right? It's that it's like, I can't just do things unless it counts. And one of my clients used to joke with me that she paid me all kinds of money for me to train her how to stop being such a perfectionist. And so we talk a lot about the 80% rule, right? Or even I like to say the 55% rule. So the 80% rule, and I actually talk about this a little bit in my book, as it was explained to me by a cardiologist client, was that in cardiology, often back in the day when the angioplasties were kind of a new procedure, sometimes doctors would go in for perfection. So they'd get 80% clearance and say, no, we want to get 100% clearance. And in the process of trying to make it perfect, sometimes blood vessels get blown up. I'm not the doctor, so I can't give you the exact terminology for that. But I was like, oh, wow, isn't that interesting? That 80% was good enough, but the seeking of perfection actually brought its own issue. And so when we talk about the 80% rule, or as Gabrielle and I's version, sometimes the 55% rule, we're just saying, can you get off it doesn't count unless it's perfect, and dial down and just notice what the outcomes are when you shoot for a percentage that is not 100%, and how much more energy you gain back. The other thing you hear about the 80% rule sometimes is that the last 20% to get to perfection takes up a lot of times incrementally a lot more energy than if you would just allow yourself to get it done and be okay with it.